Welcome into my channel. Thank you for being here and allowing me to read your energy. I've already cleared your space. I'm sharing from my heart for the highest good of all. I invite spirits of the light for whatever messages they'd like to send through me. I'm here as a reader and a seeker, always learning, always listening, and sharing what comes through. Welcome to the new subscribers. It's wonderful to have you here. I have a lot of messages to get through to you today. I've noticed that as the readings begin to find the right souls out there, messages are expanding and coming in with sort of seemingly random, just seemingly random. And I feel like I'm supposed to be sure that they get included. So I've been taking notes and I'm doing my best. So I hope you will be patient with me as I try to get these messages out to you. So where should I begin with all of, before I can even begin the reading, I have these things I need to share with you. Okay, a couple years ago, I was led to start this channel and I resisted with spirit, as I mentioned before, and I'm not proud of that, but that is what happened. And so it took me 2 years to go ahead and begin to follow the guidance and upload to the channel. And during those couple of years, I started finding all this stuff outside. When I would be going for a walk, there would be things just under my feet almost every time I stepped out of my house and wherever I went, and it was just random things. And anyway, now I'm realizing that those things are meant to be brought into the readings. They have significance for someone out there. Some of the things that I found, I thought, what, Spirit, what do you want me to have this? And feathers was one of the things. I mean, there were just feathers, feathers, feathers everywhere, feathers, and they would float down in front of my face, land at my feet. And at first I was collecting them and putting them in my journals, and then I was like, oh my gosh, this is like, these are big feathers, like big owl feathers. I'm looking at some of those that came in, these big gray and white owl feathers. And so anyway, I've made arrangements in my house as well, which some of you, I feel, have done that. And so, all right, so I have always seen this as a dolphin, and dolphin energy wanted to come in today and with the message of play. And so it seems, kind of random, but then as I was looking at this, I thought, is this a shark? After I've been seeing this as a dolphin, is this actually a shark? And I don't know. And so I guess maybe that's significant of why after all this time, as I've seen this as a dolphin, am I now saying, is that a shark? And then I found this on my walk. And I'm no gem expert, no crystal expert. I have a lot of crystals. I love crystals and they are around me, but I'm not an expert about it. So I've been guided to place something over here every reading. And so I chose today rose quartz. And then I'm just going to read what does that mean because of the significance for somebody out there. Rose quartz is the love stone, the stone of the heart. Unconditional love, self-love, emotional healing, stress healing, trust and harmony in relationships, friendships, self-forgiveness, self-worth, uniting with the divine, related to the heart chakra. So there we go. And I may refer to this at times. I've also made myself some cheat sheets, I would say, about astrology so that when it comes up in the readings, I can share a bit about that with you for when I need to have my knowledge supplemented. And I'll also do what I can to, after the readings, when things stay on my heart and they won't leave, I'll do what I can, as I've been doing, to put it in the extended messages for you in the description box for now. And as long as I'm able to do that, I'll do it. And then if there's something that we have a question about, I can do some digging and try to find out the deeper meaning, like maybe the shark and the dolphin, maybe that's significant. So I'll try to put something into the description box about that. Okay, also, crystals. I was led to tell you about this book. You may be deep into crystals, and if so, this Alana Fairchild book, Crystals 1111, has some really deep stuff about crystals, and it also has these beautiful pictures of crystals. So I don't know who that's significant for out there, but I was led today to tell you those things. All right, and then I had a message from a pileated woodpecker, of all things. Um, so as I was uploading a video, it showed up outside my window. I have never seen one in my life before. Obviously, I've seen them in pictures and things, but never seen one in my life. I live in the city, and so I looked out my window as I was working on the video, and there was this big black bird. At first, I thought it was a crow, and then I realized, no, that's actually a pileated woodpecker. And so I was going to tell you about it yesterday in the reading, and it just didn't work out, and I thought, oh well, it wasn't meant to be. But no, it will not leave me. So this message is for somebody. Keep going, be seen. There's no rush. This is long haul energy. So I'm receiving this as the gentle confirmation that it's meant for someone out there today. And also, they make holes in trees that become houses for small animals in the future. So there we go. Shared that message. And then I am not religious, as I've shared before. I am open to any spiritual master who wants to come through. I consider Jesus as part of my spirit team, the Council of Light that I've told you about. And so sometimes messages come to me through Bible verses. And so please don't take this that I'm quoting the Bible to you. That is not my intention. However, these messages came through, and I am guided to share them for the person they're significant for out there. Zechariah 4:10, do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin. Matthew 13:31-32, Jesus compares the kingdom of heaven to a tiny mustard seed that grows into something large and sheltering. So, and those tie into, the pileated woodpecker message. Now that I'm thinking about that, so those messages are important for someone out there, and I am happy to be the messenger to share those. And then I have been wondering when it's going to be time to move on from this card deck, but I want to give it the chance to say what it wants to say as the readings have been going on and more people have seen them. I feel like there's so many messages that this deck has, and the energies are drawing on the different meanings of the cards. And so I just want to be sure and let them speak as long as they need to. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to let this deck speak again. And then I also have an animal deck, which is this one here. It's a brand new deck with the owl on it. I didn't even realize it had owls on it until I opened it up. And here's the box. It has this beautiful stag with the moon, which may be significant for you also. And we're going to use the crystal deck again, a card from that, and a chakra card, and a from the heart card. So okay, and animal. I hope you're doing well today. Okay. I'd love to know in the comments if you feel like sharing, if any of those messages resonated for you. Feel free, as always, to share your story if you would like to. These are not wanting to cooperate today. Okay, there we go. And the crystal card. Ooh, these like all want to come out today. Okay. Let's see. The divine matrix. That makes perfect sense of what I'm feeling with all of these messages coming in, like just persistent and wanting to be heard, wanting to be told. The divine matrix. This is not the matrix of the earthly realm of sleep, of sleepwalking, the matrix of being controlled by sources outside of ourselves. That's not what this is. This is the divine matrix. This is where free will is, where messages come through when you open to receive them. You give permission and you tap into the vastness of the divine matrix. All of the sources out there who, when you ask, you will receive from them. And some people have specific sources where they want to receive the messages and they give permission there, such as angels. Some people speak directly to those. And I am not a specific spiritual receiver. I'm open to messages of the light. So those could come from any source. And that could be generational, such as your ancestors of the light. It could be angels. It could be ascended masters. It could be spirit, the universe in general. It could be archangels. So the number 44, the number 8, infinity, so fitting. The divine matrix is infinite knowledge. So you are receiving from the divine matrix. I'd love to know where does your information come from the divine matrix? Do you receive specific messages from specific sources, or are you open? Also, I forgot animals. I receive messages from animals, and so I'd love to know, where do your messages come in from? A tall tale. 35, the number 8 again, so infinity again. A tall tale. So here we have Pinocchio sitting on this top hat. What is he sitting on? Is this the earth or is this the sea? A tall tale. So this is like a magician's hat. You're not deceived by tall tales. You're not deceived by this type of trickery, this type of smoke and mirrors. You can see when you're being deceived. We got that message the other day with smoke and mirrors. You are not deceived. We got this again. Power of purpose. The power of purpose. Yeah, you have a specific purpose. These two cards are very similar in their Look, it's like the divine matrix. You're tapped into this, the whole divine matrix. You're aware of it, you're tapped into it, which makes you unique as you travel your daily life. You are on a different plane than other people. You feel this in your daily life. You watch other people as they go about their day. And so many people are unaware of this guidance, this divine matrix available to you, but not you, because look at this. This fits right on top of that. This is exactly what is, when the receiver comes along for all the guidance and messages that are available here, this is how it's received. Like, you are this target, and when you ask and you open yourself up to receive, boom, it comes right in. And so there you have that, like, they just, boom, those go so well together. Again, Sagittarius energy is here with the Archer, the Centaur, Sagittarius, the Seeker. You are out ahead, usually looking for the deeper meaning, open, curious. The machine, a time machine. We were talking about time travel the other day. You have a time machine. Look at all of these cards being the same. Something with the circle. Look at this. It's all so related. Your purpose, traveling in time, traveling across time with the guidance of the divine matrix, always with you. You're either riding on the owl, wings spread wide, or you're traveling through your daily life with divine guidance on your shoulder, always there to guide you, always present. But look at this time machine. I'm not sure how these are supposed to stack. I think there's time that was always there. The divine matrix. And then you. This has a clock on it too. I'm just noticing it has the numbers of the clock. What time is it? Can we tell? Can't really tell. It's like maybe 2 o'clock, 10 till 2. The number 2. We have the number 3. The rose's kiss. This is a beautiful rose. Has the colors of the chakras. The rose's kiss. Noticing the thorns. And then the soft petals of the rose. How it draws others to it. It draws the creatures to it, to its soft part. It has the thorns, so it can protect itself when it needs to. The rose is a symbol of love, romance. Noticing the green, the heart chakra, like we've been talking about, your heart is open. It's been a journey to get here, though. At one point, I'm feeling that you had to rely on your thorns to get you through. But now you're able to be softer. The petals are open. You're not afraid. And the number 9, so in the past, the thorns were your protection, but that's over now. And look, the rose in this card, the colors match. So now you're tapped into the divine matrix. You're nourishing your petals. You still have your thorns if you need them, but that's more a thing of the past. You're safe now with your guidance. Number 7, 43, you're in a spirit of gratitude. We got that yesterday too with the cup yesterday. This cup has an ear as a handle. So you're a cup receiving, listening, and receiving. And again with the open, beautiful flower. In a spirit of gratitude. And that's where a lot of the most powerful messages come in, is when you're in a spirit and a state of gratitude. Not a state of lack, but a state of gratitude even for the simple things. And we've been talking about that a lot too, with the cards showing abundance and treasures, and just that you've moved beyond the idea that abundance is all about money. And there's this beautiful owl. The owl's still wanting to be made known in the readings. And we have a dragon. I was just thinking about dragons this morning. This is about the supernatural. You are the ancient wise sage. Exactly. You can shape shift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. As the Sagittarius energy was here with the archer, and Sagittarius can be a shapeshifter. They're very mutable and able to change and adapt and transition. That's one of the strengths of a Sagittarius. So you're very good at that, and in a good way. And maybe, I'm not even going to say of how that can be perceived by people, because it's not in this reading, so we're not going to talk about it. We're just talking about the positive side of that. Sagittarius, you are adaptable, changeable, transitionable. You are a shapeshifter in a good way. And dragons are very powerful. They also have fire that they can use if they need it, but they don't go around blowing fire all the time. They can if they need to. You live in abundance. We were just talking about that. How when you know the simple things of abundance, and look, this is the simple things of abundance. It's having your crystals, your candles, your whatever you like to drink, your food, natural foods, simple abundances. Now, food is not simple, but it's what can be taken for granted sometimes when we have modern life, then the simple things can be taken for granted, like the air we breathe, that there's always enough air, that every day we wake up and the air is sustaining us. That's a gift to be grateful for. Imperial topaz, number 71, again the number 8. So you have the number 8 twice with infinity. These are infinite powers of knowledge that will help you be in a state of gratitude for the rest of your life. This connection to the divine matrix, your infinite power of purpose. Topaz. Let's see if I have that on my sheet to say what topaz. Yes, we have topaz. Okay, so it means from the Greek word meaning to seek. Topaz. It's also the November birthstone. Sagittarius. Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. A little extra confirmation. I love that. The color of topaz here. The third chakra, the solar plexus. I trust my innate wisdom and respond accordingly. I do not allow my mind to create doubt or to override my strong gut feelings. I accept and express my feelings while accepting the feelings of others. Yes, curious and non-judgmental. I am at peace with myself and those around me, and I do not harbor unrealistic expectations of myself or of others. I release the need to control others. My personal power is free from ego. Yes, we received that message the other day as well. Free from ego. That came in the extended part. My personal power is free from ego and from any desire to manipulate or exploit situations or people. The foundation which we received yesterday of all my thoughts and actions is trust in myself. And our final card. This, oh my. Okay, so we need to stay with this deck for a little while longer. I hope you're up for that. I create loving action which sets my soul free as I grow with gratitude. Gratitude. And we received this same card yesterday. And yesterday, we had Sagittarius show up in the reading again. So I feel like I need to do a call for all soulful Sagittarius. I feel like these readings are reading so strongly for them. And yesterday, though, we had Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So all signs have shown up so far. Yes. Well, no, not all signs. We haven't had Aries or Leo yet. We're waiting on the lion, right? He keeps peeking his head out, and that's one of the calls that I feel this channel has, is the call to the lion spirits. So, okay, let's see. Shall we read from any of these cards from the book? I want to read about this, the tall tale. What is that? And then we'll close the reading. I gotta find the book. Oh goodness, what happened to our book? Oh, here we go. Okay. Number 35, number 8, the tall tale. Because to me, it seemed kind of like a little bit out of place for this reading, except that you don't get sucked in by tall tales, and you see it's so obvious to you by, it's like Pinocchio's nose growing. It's so obvious to you now. Okay. You or someone else is telling a tall tale right now. You always know if a falsehood is spoken because it doesn't feel grounded. When you lie, you get high on an illusory sense of power that is doomed to fail at some point. You feel driven by fear of exposure, but something makes you stick to your own story even though you know it has no substance. Whatever lie we are caught up in isn't as important as the motive for it. Why does anyone lie? Perhaps we don't believe the truth is good enough, or we want to keep doing what we know we shouldn't be doing. Then there is the lie to put forth with denial, such as hiding an active addiction. In this scenario, we may believe our own lies, the tall tale, the white lie, the stretching of the truth. Oh, we got that the other day, stretching to fit. Stretching to fit, like someone stretching to fit, someone you know stretching to fit. Tell the tall tale, the white lie, the stretching of the truth, and the blatant fabrication are all about control. The desire for it, the lack of it, the need to maintain it so we can manipulate the outer world and hide our inner one. Today, ask for the truth. Be willing to pay the price and be okay with the vulnerability your lie is exposing in yourself and others. Transparency is required to get to where you need to go, to be truly empowered, to reveal the strength of what is true and authentic. Any other path leads to a dead end. Remember the saying, the truth will set you free, and get ready to fly unfeathered. Unfeathered. The truth will set you free. Yes, it absolutely will. The truth will set you free. Once you see the truth of your past, the truth right before your eyes will set you free, and you will fly unfettered on the wings of feathers. Okay, so there's a rare chance this could be talking about something about you personally, but I really feel like this is more someone else telling a tall tale. So you'll know what that is in your life if you've been feeling that you've got someone in your life trying to deceive you. So, okay, well, I'm glad we read that. That's a really specific card. I wasn't getting that from the card, so specifically. I was getting more of just you see through the lies. But anyway, I guess someone needed to hear that. So I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you soon.